The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And joining us now to talk about the Democratic reaction to all of this, including Senator Chris Murphy. You may recall of Connecticut when there were reports about Iranian ships getting through the blockade. This was like 28 ships, which was a bunch of hogwash at that point, clearly. And guess what? Senator Chris Murphy of Connecticut put awesome on top of it, like it was good news. Is he rooting against America? Well, joining us now is the great New York Post columnist, the one and only Michael Goodwin. We love you, Michael. It's so great to have you here.
My pleasure. Thank you, Rita.
Tell us about Chris Murphy, because you wrote a great column, Michael, saying it looks like he's cheering for America's enemies. I mean, how else do you explain him saying awesome? He said, oh, it's sarcasm, but I don't know if anybody buys that.
Well, and this is not the first time. I mean, he was recently in Europe, in Spain, which, of course, has now made itself an outlier, really an opponent of America. He was there trashing America, trashing President Trump. And I recall in my column the time that when Zelensky first came to the White House in the Trump second term, and Murphy met before him in that famous meeting where Trump ended up booting Zelensky from the White House. But Murphy was with a group of people who met with Zelensky beforehand. And as I wrote at the time, he advised Zelensky to reject whatever offer President Trump made to him. So this kind of anti-Americanism, it's not just anti-Trump. I mean, he's against the leadership of the United States in its dealing with foreign powers. So this is something quite extraordinary.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Michael. You're right. Yeah, I forgot about that he was one of the guys who was there hanging around and talking with Zelensky. And it was that famous dust-up meeting where, where Trump said, you don't have all the cards. And clearly Zelensky played it wrong, but he was like hyped up. And your point is a very superb one, that it was Senator Murphy who was doing the hyping up, against, interests. And also, the other thing too, and you know this, Michael, that he recently was over, I believe, in Spain, along with Tim Walz of all people. And there he was over there bashing America, bashing Trump. I mean, there's something so unseemly about that, Michael Goodwin.
Well, I think, and I agree with you, of course, but I think what's going on here, Rita, is that for a Democrat to get attention among the movers and shakers in the party, they have to be sort of leading the charge against Trump. That's how you prove your bona fides. And Murphy is one of those who's talked about running for president in 2028. He's made some noises about that. And so I think this is kind of it's a contest to see who can be the most radical, the most angry, right, and the most outrageous. That's how you get attention and maybe raise money at this stage of the 28 campaign. I mean, it's disgraceful. It's really bordering on traitorous the way he's going about it. But this is the game the Democrats are playing right now.
I mean, it's so hard to believe, Michael, what the Democratic Party has come. And I've said this many times, that the common sense Democrats have to band together and let the people know that these other Democrats, they're not Democrats, they're Democratic Socialists. The Democratic Socialist Party has moved to take over the Democratic Party. And so instead of getting 2% of the elections, then they end up getting, 50-50 with the Republicans. Michael?
Yes, and this is the Bernie Sanders wing. He's not even a Democrat. but he caucuses with the Democrats, and he's the one who was leading the charge the other day so that the United States would not even sell defensive weapons to Israel. This is the far left wing, and he got 40 Democratic senators to go along with it, 40 out of 47 on the Senate side. And so this is how radical the party is becoming before our eyes.
Why are they so proud of it? And Rudy Washington, I'll give you a chance to talk too. But why are they so proud of being such a bizarro world? Rudy?
Well, Michael, yeah. The question I wanted to ask, this almost began to feel like and sound like 1932 or something, where, you know, everybody was silent while hate took hold in Germany. I mean, and I was talking to Rita about this before we start the show. It appears we're being quiet again, and we're watching something take over the country. And nobody's calling it out for what it is. It's hate.
They took over the Democratic Party. The Democratic Socialist Party that was 2% of the vote. Right. Took over the Democratic Party.
I mean, Michael just said 44 senators vote. I could tell you, I could eliminate one, Fetterman. He didn't vote for that. Who the other two? I don't know. They had the courage to stand up.
Is that the exact 7 that it took to make 60? Because maybe that's what the minority leader Schumer probably gave permission to 7 of them to vote.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think Schumer did vote actually for weapons, which was a good thing for a rarity because he hasn't always been so good on that.
Take him off the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hear from Michael.
As did Kirsten Gillibrand. So both of New York senators voted the right way on that, but they were in the distinct minority in their party. I mean, it's hard to believe how crazy the Democrats are becoming.
It is. Well, Michael, we love you. We always value your great perspective, and you got to come back on again soon. It's so great to hear you.
My pleasure. Thank you all.
Thank you, Michael.